Alright. Hey guys, I got you another Pokemon review. This is like my third time making the same video because it just kept crashing for some reason. But okay, let's hope this one goes well. Okay, so today we're going to be reviewing BISHARP. And BISHARP is my personal favorite Pokemon. I mean, it just looks awesome. I just love the design. And it has probably one of the worst defensive typings when it comes to competitive battling, but he's still a very powerful Pokemon if used correctly. So let's go over his typing and his stats. His typing, like I said, is Dark and Steel, which does give him an unfortunate 4 times weakness to fighting type moves, and it also gives him weaknesses to fire and ground, which are pretty common in OU. So Bisharp is pretty frail. However, he makes up for his weak defenses with his great attack stat of 125, which is a very high attack stat for an UU Pokemon. It's got 100 defense, so it's decently bulky. Um, it can at least take one Earthquake. Its special defense is lacking, and its speed 70 is the main reason why Biosharp was UU, because he was just a little bit too slow, so he can easily be like outspit by other faster threats. However, Bisharp makes up for his low speed with his very powerful Sucker Punch. Bisharp is known to be probably one of the strongest Sucker Punch users in the game because, and this generation, Sucker Punch kind of got a buff, you can say, because now Steel type Pokemon do not resist Dark type, so Sucker Punch can hit a lot of things with neutrally. So a Sucker Punch can take out like 80% of a Genesect's health. That's how strong Bisharp is now. Now for EV spread, it's pretty simple. I run like 112 HP, max attack, and 144 speed. Now this is just my preference. You can kind of manipulate it however you want it. However, I do this because I want Bisharp to have like a good amount of HP so it can take a few earthquakes and stuff. I want it to be a odd number because stealth rocks and stuff, and I give it 144 speed just so then it can outspeed some other slower Pokemon. You can honestly like take a few points out of HP and then just put them in speed. However, I just prefer 212. You can change this however you want. I just like it this way. And I give it Adam Nature, which gives them a great attack stat 383. You might want to run Jolly on it just so it can be a little bit faster, but I'd rather give him a bunch of damage. So for items, ability, and moves, for item, I prefer to run Choice Band. You don't have to run Choice Band. You can run like Life Orb or something. And Defiant is a great ability. Whenever this Pokemon's attack is lowered by like another move, then its attack stat gets increased by 2 stages, and that's huge because in this generation, Sticky Web is really popular. So basically, whenever you send in Bisharp on a Sticky Web, it gets a free Sword Stance. So that's pretty awesome. Now for moves, it's got Iron Head and Brick Break, Night Slash, and stuff like that. I prefer to run Iron Head for fairy type Pokemon, Brick Break as a really good fighting type move, Sucker Punch because Sucker Punch is kind of a must on every Bisharp, and Knockoff. And Knockoff is an amazing move on Bisharp. It's probably one of the best moves on this set. It's probably the best move on this set because of the great buff it got this generation. Now it has base power of 65, and if it actually hits a Pokemon with an item, then it would deal 50% more damage. So this is really good, and because of the Steel nerf, Knockoff hits a lot of things for a lot of damage. Because let me just give you an example of how strong Knockoff is. I 2-hit KO'd a defensive Blastoise with Knockoff, and the first Knockoff did like 90% of his health. So that's just how strong Bisharp is, and the Blastoise is pretty bulky. So yeah, Bisharp is an absolute monster if used correctly, and I honestly believe that he might become an OU Pokemon this generation because of all the great buffs he's got. So yeah, it's true. He's a steel type himself, so you might be thinking that he kind of got nerfed, but it's actually the other way around, because now he can hit a lot of other like steel type Pokemon for neutral damage with his dark type moves. So yeah, a lot of people underestimate the damage Bisharp can put out, but he is a very good Pokemon and is a very good late game threat. So whatever you do, always try to keep this thing alive for late game, because this thing can wreak havoc. However, the cons of Bisharp is kind of obvious because his typing isn't the greatest. He gets a couple of common weaknesses: fire, fighting, and ground, and he's pretty slow. And because he's slow, Bisharp has to rely on Sucker Punch, and people can easily outpredict Bisharp because he is pretty predictable with Sucker Punch. So in order to play Bisharp correctly, you kind of have to play some mind games with him. You have to predict the opponent to predict you to go for Sucker Punch. So yeah, uh, Bisharp is kind of a gimmicky Pokemon, but if used correctly, it can sweep teams, even though it's not that fast. So some good teammates for Bisharp would probably be like Jellicent, because Jellicent resists fire and fighting and takes ground type moves pretty well. And also Smeargle is actually pretty good for Bisharp. I mean, Smeargle can get a free Spore off and then Sticky Web everything. And Sticky Web works great with Bisharp because Bisharp is pretty slow, so Sticky Web will get Bisharp a little bit faster than other Pokemon. So yeah, that's all I got for Bisharp. So if you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button or subscribe. Really help me out. And if you want to see another one of these reviews, please just drop a comment, drop the Pokemon of your choice in the comment section below, and I'll do a review on that. So yeah, hope you guys have a happy holiday, and I'll see you guys next time.